I know many of you relate here on Indian Trace to this statement. Happiness is, and we're going to take a look at this because this has to do with what I want to show you. This is a unique video of the finds that I was able to do today, actually. And take a look at these pieces, and we're going to look at them close up. Because happiness is coming in with a bag of rocks, right? Or a pocket full of rocks. We all understand that. These are artifacts that I just couldn't leave out there and picked up today. Some really great ones that I want to show you. It was just raining and tough. Couldn't really film anything. But I went to a site called Windy Point that puts out this kind of quality right here. And repeatably. But take a look at this thing. And I have attached a link to when this one was found. This is just such an incredible piece. The workmanship on this, if I can make sure my focus is working as I show you this piece. The workmanship on this arrowhead is just fantastic. They work quartz out there in incredible ways. I've since come to learn that just great artifacts. And so why not go back out to a place that's putting things out like that, right? And so I did today, even though it was in high tobacco and old tobacco, halfway brought in, beat up stuff. But this is what you get for a reward through the sap and the tar and what have you. So let's take a look at these real quick. Just the materials here. Again, they were working on quartz. Look at this midsection. And you know, sometimes you just can't make a film out there just because of the conditions and what have you. This is thin for a midsection on quartz. And it's just worked well. You can see the serrations there against the brown. And pretty cool. Of course, they did the triangles. They did everything in quartz. It's indigenous to this area. What you're going to see here for rhyolite, of course, is not. And they trade the rhyolite in. This is all worked off the bottom. That was a good find today. Probably some type of blade or point, and it was probably twice as long as that, you know. So just great quartz material. And look at these three. Nothing wrong with those artifacts, right? Just a little bit banged up from the field or what have you, but that's just to be expected because you do find whole points. At least I've come to know that you do. These are all basic utility points, ancient North American Indian hunting points. For those of you who are new to my channel, usually recently I put in the description a link for this site that you're seeing this stuff come off of. Has provided some other stuff. Today the link is going to be, of course, to this find specifically. When I was just discovering the field, this find was in the press of 20,000 pound tread of a combine. Unbelievable. Just really happy to find that, and I just still love it and admire it, and that's one of my keepers. Now let's look at the pieces that I feel are pretty much whole. A lot of the stuff I found today I'm just going to give away. This drill, just broken off the tip. But look at this. Look at these serrations on this drill. I think it's a drill. I can't figure on how they could use it for a drill. It's so rough. It is possible that it could be a point. And if it were a point and they put some velocity behind that, it would tear and rip that flesh right open and strike the vitals, which is what they really needed to do. I do not know how a drill could be so rough. Any information would be great. Of course, they put out Marl Mountains rhyolite here. The discoloration from the hafting of sinew happens pretty often in rhyolite. It's that brown, and you see it pretty often. Give a close-up to this. Windy Point is just a pretty faithful place to put stuff out. This is the very first point I found today. Basic stuff. This point actually came off of when I was on my way home, heading home at Sand Hill. And it's just a great, I love notch points. Archaic notch points are just great stuff. Great artifacts. Anyway, I don't want to make this video too long. Just wanted to show you because I couldn't film it out there. And then the quartz piece I did find at Windy Point. Look at this. Sure, a little rough, but I've heard quartz is tough to work. So I'm just really thankful for every piece that I find. It's always translucent here, and there is a different coloration here. This module here, I don't think they could get that off. Pretty cool anyway. Anyway, just wanted to show you some of that stuff here on Indian Trace. Appreciate you tuning in.